Hello, this is Friday Night Fright. This is your host, Ian Austin, for another cracking edition. Tonight, we're going to be watching Paranormal Activity 1988, and it started already by directors of one Catfish movies. Oh, we're in not present day, but close to it, I guess. Oh, wait. Oh, Hunter's Crib. Oh, no. We're in the present. No, we're back in past 2 years or whatever. And they're talking about Hunter's Crib because we got to have all of these actors in all of these movies. Oh, it's President Katie, whoever it is, again. Looking older than she did in the last movie. Time travel is a bit of an arse. We're in Carlsbad, California, and there's recording. Bit more recording. Apparently, these people always love cameras. March 2005, although this was made in 2011. Oh, they're talking about, yay, Katie's here, Kirsty and Katie, yay. Oh, these two twins who weren't twins, these two non-twins, these two sisters who weren't sisters in the sequel. And we're going even back further in time. Oh, Hunter's kicking, yay. Oh, wow. No, it's Tyler. No, they're going to call him Tyler. Tyler Hunter, ha ha ha. Katie's like, I'm not going to get into this because I'm going to kidnap your kid and well. Oh, she's moving to her house. Yay! They're so happy. Everyone's so happy. Oh, wow, they're finding boxes full of items. Yay! But none of this was mentioned in the last Paranormal Activity movie. Because we're going back in time. Yay, they're finding old shit. Oh, they found VHS. Oh, more Bat story. They're going to watch some VHSs on VCR. Yay! Oh, they wound up. Oh no, Grandma Lois is dead. Oh no. But what about your mum? Apparently she's still alive. Oh, you're not going to mention that? You're not going to mention it? Okay, whatever. We're live, people. It's Friday night, although it's been called on Tuesday. There's so many tapes. 1992, Katie's birthday. Oh, 1988. Why did they keep these tapes, by the way? Wait, they're loading tape. See, it's meta. It's not just jumping back 1988. It's showing us, oh no, wait, we've jumped forward in time to August 2006. And this is where Paranormal Activity 2 started. Something's gone missing, but they're not sure what. Oh, we're getting deleted version Paranormal Activity 2. That studio, why didn't they keep this in movie? Although they're giving up pretense of these being movies in universe at this point. Oh, the tapes are missing. Coincidentally, that's not important though. And someone's watching tape who's watching The Watchmen. And, oh, September 3rd, 1988, Santa Rosa, California, yo! She's made the, Kate and Kirsty's mum's made the chocolate cake. Oh, she's got a shoulderless, top on. Oh, it's a birthday party. Oh, these kids all look very creepy, but it's okay. But Katie's birthday. Watch your bats, everyone. It's Kate's birthday. Because we need to set the scene for these characters we already have met in present day. And oh, is Katie talking to someone? No, she looks unhappy. And now Kirsty's talking to someone. Wait, is Toby a friend? Maybe one of them's talking to Toby's dog. Oh, it's Christy, not Kirsty. These two actresses look very similar to the adult versions, although I don't know whether that's a compliment or not. Apparently sisters love each other. Oh, it's Grandma Lois. Grandma Lois, I think you're evil. I think you're going to murder F1 in his house. But she's really angry because she wanted a son. And now here's low-budget Oscar Isaacs. And he's sort of like, I shoot weddings. I love weddings. And Grandma Lois is like, oh, you little bastard. You better give me a son. But I guarantee you he won't. Apparently Grandma Lois can't lift the camera. That's sexist, Grandma Lois. You can do anything you want to do. And they beat up a pony pinata. They could, Katie, take it easy, it's dead, and call her a little monster. Ha, not yet. Maybe in 20 or so years. One of these kids, their tooth is about to come out. And this was blatantly come up with on day. That she actually was having some of the tooth pop out. So they thought they'd throw it in the movie because who needs a script, am I right? And Kirsty's like, look at my teeth. And the director's like, we get hours of footage after this. We can go to the dentist. We compare it in a movie. You know, because why would you have a script? You know what I'm saying? You don't need a script. You don't need a script. Just hire a bunch of kids and say, show up, crack your teeth, and we'll fucking put in a movie. I won't say the word fucking, but. And because he's eating jelly. Oh, the revelation. Toby's here. Is Toby a kid? Maybe Toby's a little child demon at this point. Because he's like, I'm going to take Toby to school. And they're like, no, you're not. And they're like, oh, take a picture of grandma. And all these creepy pictures from last movie of them kids. Although played by completely different actresses. Okay, family history. The last photo they'll ever take together. Because you're all going to die. What? Oh, we get pictures of fat people eating wedding cake. Oh, Mum, give me a cake. And then little Nazi wedding there. Oh, is there two brides? Oh no, fat. They're doing an arm length champagne. Oh no, now bride's out on her own. This wedding looks shit. I think these are ghosts. I think Dennis is a ghost photographer. Based on nothing. He's a rubbish photographer at any rate. Who would buy this shit? And Dennis is in his photo lab with his assistant who isn't on camera yet. Oh, there's a bang on the door. And Dennis is like, what? Julie? So he goes off and then he picks the camera up because, you know, he has to pick the camera up to go into the room. He wants to record everything. It makes no sense for him to pick the camera up. Anyway, he goes in there and Julie is not there. And, oh, there's a faint banging. Is Toby having sex? He's a bit young for that, surely. It's not Stephen King, guys. Toby is smashing around the house. I think the idea of Toby as a toddler who just wants attention is quite interesting. And then later on, some middle-aged, not middle-aged, middle-aged in present day, I guess. Later on, a pathetic man-child, you know, like, you can see him being a member of Cometsgate and doing that stupid, oh, we're Cometsgate, we're the S-Men, we fight the winners and afraid to fear us. Can't mean that you're all a bunch of douchebags, can it? No, I could probably edit stuff like that for my podcast, but I can't be bothered. Any gate that's not a literal gate is not worth your time, trust me. Anyway, we're going upstairs now because I've had my political rant for the day. And we've been shown the tour of the house, you know, get those exposition shots out way straight away. Or there's a teddy bear down, and teddy bear's talking. Oh shit, teddy bear's talking. Is it possessed? Oh, I love you, Dennis. And then it's like, get face down, bite the table. It's creepy. And he turns the bear off. And then, the toys have been smashed around downstairs. Toby is being a little shit. He just wants to play with his toys. And the door opens, but there's no one there. And Dennis conveniently has a camera. Coincidentally is a different thing. Conveniently has a camera. Oh, and Toby's gone to his little cupboard under the stairs. Toby Potter. Are you a wizard, Toby? And all that jazz. Dennis is going to go in the cupboard, but as we know in the movie, it's however many minutes in. 8 minutes in, so he's not going to find Toby at this point. But on plus side, we found out that Keep Your Hands is on the soundtrack, and Toby goes into a room that Bad Ben wishes he had a room that nice. Bad Ben obviously is the movies by Nigel Back, and they're amazing movies. Oh, and Katie said, Kirsty said, Jesus Christ, she's like, and leave Toby alone. Dennis is like, do you have an imaginary friend named Toby? She's like, yes, and he's like, do you maybe not want to do that? And she's like, no, we had fun. And why has this kid got bags under her eyes? Has this kid seen some stuff? I'm like, here we go. Oh, here, finally, I go back 20 years in time to get a bit of sets, to get a bit of a movie or porn question going. Might finally get that sets tape. It's the running theme of this series. Can they record sets tape? And it's, she's smoking weed. Oh no. Oh, that gets her so horny. Oh, she's coughing. She's doing voice. She's like, Dennis. Oh man, they might be going at it, smoking beer weed, recording on camera. So 80s. All it needs is him to have a mullet. Why doesn't he have a mullet, by the way? Anyway, she's lying down on bed, Cyril Bot's covering her privates. He's saying she looks beautiful, and she's telling him shut up, because this is a writer's script. He wants to record them having sex, and she's like, I'm really high. But yeah, that's kind of perverting. She just laughs and goes, she doesn't know, she's so high, although she doesn't look or act in any way high. But she's going to record a sex tape anyway. Oh yeah, here we go. Finally get the sex tape. Dennis sets the camera up in the most boring position imaginable. And Julie's sort of like, look at me, I'm on all fours. Now I'm on my knees. Oh man, she's left. Oh, she's not. She's shy. Dennis is sort of like, yeah. Oh, she's showing off that butt for the camera, but she's shy about it. She's sort of like, I might change my mind. And then it's sort of like, no, I need to set candles up. Put on a bit of Coldplay. And Julie's like, Coldplay don't exist yet, Dennis. The fuck you talking about? Oh no, bugger. Okay, we're going to have to do that in 2 parts, I guess. Now I missed our part of that. That's okay. There'll be a slight gap in commentary, but that's fine. I spilled coffee over my iPad, so there's a bit of a break in this, but that's fine. We'll keep going anyway. Brilliant. Anyway, they're about to have sex, but Julie's like, I hear noise, and so like, that's my dick. My dick, Julie, that's my dick. And she's like, this isn't hand time, Dennis, okay? I actually hear noise. He's sort of like, look, let's just fuck. And now she's got her shirt off, and now she's just wearing bra and underwear. And he's going for the mounds. And she's riding him, but she hears a thumping noise, and so like, what's that? And she's still mounted him, and she's still mounted, but now she's sat up. They hear rattling, and they're like, oh shit, is that an earthquake? We caused an earthquake? Did our sets cause an earthquake? They're looking around, and oh, crash! Something crashed to the ground. Oh, the entire house is shaking. It's an earthquake. It's like, holy shit, it's a fucking earthquake. Get the kids! It's Julie's like, I can't put my shirt on. And they run off, and the camera falls down. Glass breaks. What demonic shit is going on here, you wonder? I think there might be a paradox in effect here. Maybe there's 2 Tobys in the same place at the same time. Oh shit, sawdust illuminates. Toby's in the room. Is that Toby? Yes. Toby's like, no, I can see my profile in dust. No. Which, how does that even work? So is Toby just invisible? I guess. Anyway, he's turned to dust. Julie next day is saying that she looks so fat. Then it's like, you don't look fat. And she's like, you look like you can't breathe. He's like, look, can we just make another fuck video? And she's like, no, you get 1 chance per movie. That's it. We're not going to make any more. And Dennis looks very sad. He points out, look at the thing in corner. Look at the dust forming into a body of some kind. And Dennis chooses the worst angle to look at it. And Julie's like, look, there's nothing there, okay? There's nothing there. Nothing there. Leave it. She's like, erase the tape. Erase it, we're never having sex again. And he's like, God damn it. If we'd actually had sex, she might have relented. But damn it. Dennis says he won't erase it. He wants the proof of sex. Although he could just erase everything except that. So I've had my coffee. Oh, and here's Shaggy Doo, Matthew Lillard, fucking Napoleon Dynamite looking motherfuckers. So like, yeah, man. Did you fuck Julie? And Dennis was like, I tried, man. Tried my sex tape. Got him dropped by an earthquake. And Napoleon's like, fuck you, shit, man. Earthquake? I want to see that. Dennis is like, no, see. An actual earthquake. He's like, oh man, yeah, but you mean like you fucked Julie, and you exploded and it went everywhere, right? And then it's like, no, an actual earthquake. Look at this shit. It's fucking zombie shit. And Napoleon's sort of like, we need to slow this shit down. And they both look high, and then it's sort of like, I've been noises in the kids' room lately. I feel like there's a pedophile in there. And he's like, I can't prove it, but I think I need to prove it. Anyway, Julie walks in on Dennis walks in on Julie taking shit because she left the door open. The only fucking door open. Dennis is sort of like, I want to set up some cameras. I want to catch a paedophile. And Julie's like, there's no paedophiles. And Dennis is like, I think there might be. I think there's a paedophile. Or maybe not a paedophile. Maybe a little artful dodger like kids hang around our doors. I don't want that. Anyway, he tries recording in Katie's room, and Katie gets in the way. So it's like, Katie, get the fuck out of the way. He's looking forward, and he's just like, I'm going to set a camera up in your room, but not the bathroom. I want this to get weird, okay? Katie's like, why would it get weird? And then it's like, no, see, I don't want it to be strange. I want any tension between us. I'm not going to have a camera in the bathroom. That's it. And Katie doesn't understand, so Dennis leaves the room because he can't really explain it. Julie's getting ready for bed and sees Dennis with a camera, and she's like, oh, why is there a camera? I said no cameras. She freaks out, and Dennis is sort of like, look, it's a new house. It shouldn't be making noises, especially not in kids' room. I'm just saying. He's just saying, Julie's like, no, I don't want cameras everywhere. This is 1988. We should not have cameras everywhere. They don't really mention that this would be costing a fortune, so it doesn't make any sense. No, there's no logic to this. Unless, it's... The first movie's kind of dumb that these two slackers can afford a house that nice. Okay, I get that. Second movie doesn't even go slightly into detail on what the father does, but apparently he's rich. Despite the fact that he'd have to pay alimony to his ex-wife. Interesting point, actually. He never get into that. That'd be an interesting dynamic. His ex-wife haunting him. I mean, don't get wrong. I like the fact there's more cameras and more variety and shit like that, and slightly different way of shooting. Anyway, it's apparently night 1, September 10th, 1988. So I like that aspect of it, but I think it's kind of still bullshitting away because they should not be able to afford this shit. I get they tried to justify it with, oh, he belongs to a wedding business, a camera business and shit. Anyway, door opens in Kate and Kirsty's room, and Kirsty wakes up, I guess. Kirsty's the dopey one, Katie's the dopier one. I guess, I don't really know. And Kirsty's sort of like, no, Toby, I don't want to play. And Toby's like, play? I want to play a game. I want to play a game called How Many Fucking Movies Can We Make About the Same Thing? Kirsty's like, I don't want to play. And Toby's like, the future. You make movies about me in the future, Kirsty. You make so many movies. And Kirsty and Toby have a chat, and she's sort of like, her side of the conversation is all we hear. I wonder if they wrote the entire scene from both perspectives, if they wrote what Toby said. Anyway, Kirsty's sort of like, look, don't wake Katie up. She doesn't understand. Don't wake my parents up. They really don't understand. Parents of weird ain't nothing but trouble after all. So Kirsty's trying to defend Dennis and saying he's okay. Don't kill him. Toby's sort of like, I won't. Not yet. I will in the end, Kirsty. I have to kill him. But I won't yet. You have my word. Not until the 15th day or the 75th minute of this movie, Kirsty. Dennis is peeping on his kids. His partner's kids. And talking about how he noticed her talking to someone named Kirsty. Kirsty talking to someone named Toby. He picked that up. He picked that sound up really well, given the fact that no one's wearing a mic on a 1988 camera. At times like this, I think movies are bullshit because that doesn't make any sense. To have that good a quality camera in 1988 for a rich person. I mean, this shit looks better than most movies. These movies aren't visually that interesting, but you know what I mean. The shot and the framing of it and the color schemes and that. These are not 1988 cameras by any stretch of imagination. And throwing that little text thing at the bottom of the screen, PM 2.25.39, that doesn't make it a 1988 camera. This would have been far more interesting if they'd actually shot on those cameras, because this is just as nice as the other two movies did. And I'm not acting like those movies were any great shakes visually, but at the same time they were competently made by standards of this era. If you know what I'm saying, it's like you can't. It always bugs me when movies do stuff like that. You can't do this sort of half-assed bullshit. If you want to make this movie would be far better if it was actually shot with 1988 cameras. That's just fact. That's just actual fact. more interesting visually. They didn't do that. They want it half-assed. They want it to set in 1988, but not have it feel like a movie from 1988. And I think that's bullshit. Because shooting those crap, it's like Red Letter Media did a best of worst, and they shot it really old cameras, and it's visually it's really interesting, and that's a review show, and it's visually really interesting, and they did a really good job on it, and I feel like this movie could have done a similar job if they had balls to actually stick to it. I mean, these movies are meant to be shot cheaply anyway. You can't honestly tell me people wouldn't have gone see it in cinema. People eat these movies up, so why not try something visually a bit interesting? But they don't. It's what annoys me, because like this is simply an interesting shift in paranormal activity movies. Go back in time 30 years, but it's no real sense. I mean, even this guy Dennis, even his haircut, there's no real sense that we are in 1980s, except we're told we're in 1980s. There's no sense that we're actually back in that period of time, and that's frustrating because they could have done something really interesting there. Goes back to I was talking to one of my I was talking to a mate ages ago. Actually, we've had a lot of conversations about this, but we're saying that an interesting way for paranormal activity movies to go would be to actually try and make silent movie version of it. You know, something a bit more divertive and interesting than this shit. Because this isn't intrinsically bad. It's just a big ball of nothing. They're not really telling stories it would be in 1980s. And that's irritating me because I think there's potentially a really amazing movie in there that they're not making. But it's the stature and the nature of franchise productions. You're never going to get those real interesting visual movies because they don't really have the time or patience or inclination. They just want to make money. So, I mean, I don't hate these movies, but I think they sum up to me why horror is struggling at the moment. Um, hmm. Sorry, bit of gap there. Yeah, I mean, essentially, I feel like this is a summarization of horror in current age. Well, it's not bad. I don't think horror in general is bad, and I don't think big budget franchise horror is bad per se. But I think there's a lot of samey shit going on. For example, I enjoyed Conjuring and Conjuring Part Two, but the problem with stuff like that is the Conjuring's really. I actually really like Conjuring, and I like Conjuring Part Two, but fundamentally the problem is that if you're having you run into two problems. Either you run into problem like The Conjuring 2 feels like a James Wan movie, and that's nothing wrong with that. He's a very, very, very good director. But at the same time, the problem extends that it feels very samey to the first one. Obviously, it's parts of Conjuring Part 2 that I really like, and it's far better than stuff like this. But it's a problem you run into with other Hollywood movies as well, like horror movies like Saw, where they'll find a tone and they won't be able to deviate from that. And it's less directing and more guiding, continuing that tone. You know, you go back to 80s and stuff like Friday 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. Nightmare on Elm Street to more extent than Friday 13th, but the Freddy Krueger and Nightmare on Elm Street movies were all wildly different. I mean, they took basic gist, dreams and all of that, but they went in some warped directions, which was actually fascinating to watch. You know, some of those movies I actually would say are pretty close to art of a sort. I mean, yeah, they're goofy and they're strange, but 2 doesn't feel like 3, which doesn't feel like 4, which doesn't feel like 5, which doesn't feel like 6, you know? And the same with Friday 13th. My favourite Friday 13th movie is, I think it's part 5, A New Beginning, where it's essentially the Twin Peaks of the Friday 13th universe, because it's this bizarre movie which feels like they wanted to do something new and interesting, and they did, and it's fascinating because it's main centered around a bunch of kids in a corrections halfway house. And it's a fascinating movie. And I think that's one thing about Paranormal Activity is that they never really had the balls to say, we're making lots of money, let's do something different. It's something Saw ran into as well, problem wise, because Saw essentially became, it's not broken, don't fix it. But it's sort of like, well, no, 1, it is broken. 2, you need to fix it. And 3, you need to hire people who could do something a bit different. But they don't really have the conjunction to do that, unfortunately. I mean, it's put it this way. The last Halloween movie, which I really enjoy, I'll need to rewatch it and get more of a critical consensus on it from my perspective, but I really enjoyed it. But it's not the original. And when I say it's not the original, I mean, it tries doing a few interesting things, but it's too indebted to what the original did. There's no ability to take on and do it in a new, unique way, you know? A lot of people are stuck in this idea of horror. They don't really know how to take these big franchises in a visually interesting character and interesting way. And I think that ties back to Paranormal Activity 3, to cut a long story short, of the fact that this doesn't feel much different from the first 2 movies. You can say it does because it has kids in it, and kids as main characters, or 2 of the main characters, does make the movie feel different. But at the same time, it doesn't really, because it's the same. We're going to record some stuff on camera, and not on a 1988 camera, just on a general camera. And if they say that it was shot on 1988 camera, after all, I would say you edited this so it doesn't look anything like those cameras would look like. You know, even cutting edge cameras in 1980s. We've seen movies shot in the 80s, and yes, stuff like Back to the Future has been digitally remastered and stuff like that. But that's the key word: digitally remastered. This should not have been digitally remastered. This is treated in universe like they're watching tapes from 1988. Although, why that device kind of falls apart a bit, because why are they watching all this shit? Anyway, we're back to this, and Grandma Lewis says that Julie Lewis wants his son, and Julie's sort of like, let this go. And there's our hook. There's our hook for the story. Julie won't give the witch... won't give these Grandma Lewis a kid, so clearly Grandma Lewis is in cahoots with Toby. Which we all fucking know, so... Ah, man. Anyway, Napoleon Dynamite coming, and he wants to play Bloody Mary with him. No, Katie wants to play Bloody Mary with him. He's sort of like, no, that's fucked up. Although, I would say that scene's coming up later. Firstly, I like a bit of foreshadowing in movies. And secondly, that scene's actually really good. Because that's the one scene which plays on your expectations of what's going to happen. And feels like it's a bit scripted and a bit thought up. The rest of the movie just feels, I don't want to say amateurish, because I don't think that's true. But it's things like, for example, this guy creates a moving tripod. No, a moving device, put camera on to record rooms. And on one hand, that's a bit visually interesting. On the other hand, I find that to be a real cheat. Because it's basically their way of saying, we wanted this, but we realised the 80s didn't have this, so he invents it. But it's annoying because it feels like a cheat. It doesn't feel like something this character can do. It feels like they went down that route of, he's... like movies when a scientist is an expert in all fields. Or a doctor is an expert in all fields, when in actuality they'd be specialists in one field and maybe somewhat competent in others. And this feels the same way. It feels like they thought this guy takes wedding photos, therefore he's an expert in cameras, which is not true. He's an expert in taking pictures. He's not being an expert in technical side of cameras. It's not. Maybe he would be, but it's not a necessity or a certainty or an surety. So yeah, that's been my rant. I don't really know what to say. I'm going to watch a whole movie, but I do feel that this movie sums up a lot of my issues with mainstream Hollywood horror. You know, it cuts back. I'd say the same thing about Kirsty runs past their room, or maybe it's a ghost Kirsty. I don't know. She goes downstairs to have a chat with Toby. Yeah, I mean it's. Oh, she's climbing on the table now, you little brat. And she's playing patty cake for Toby. See, I kind of like the idea in theory of camera showing one part going moving round like a Osler fan, showing half the room, the kitchen, and then showing the living room. That's quite interesting, but at the same time, it's annoying because it does things like at one point we'll pick up sounds, at another point we won't. Like, what is Kirsty able to teleport away from her parents? And also, I call bullshit on this. That child run round, wake up parents. There's no doubt in my mind that would wake up parents. Parents are notoriously easy to wake up. Unless we're doing some bullshit like the TV is blurring out the noise or some shit like that. Where Kirsty and Toby have been having a gay old time. Christy even. I keep saying Kirsty. Anyway, I think this is definitely an interesting experience watching this movie. Oh, man, so much left. The things I do to myself, eh? Oh, man. And now we're getting turned off again. So I'm sure you're wondering, well, I'm sure not all of you are wondering, but some of you are probably wondering, how did I do Paranormal Activities series? Well, firstly, by the first fucking movie in franchise, I'd have someone fight Toby. I mean, I know that's weird nowadays. Like, no, drag that shit out. 19 movies, wow. But I think it's genuinely, and I know we're going back further in time for each movie, so I understand he can't be murdered and stuff like that. But it's so irritating that no one. It's like. This is almost like movie equivalent to Lost, where they're hiding every bit of information from you as long as possible. Past the point where you care, where you're emotionally invested, you know? And it feels the same way. Like, it's, as I say in previous movies, commentaries, Paranormal Activity really feels like the first 5 minutes of a Supernatural episode. By which I mean it's the shit Sam and Dean, the shit happens before Sam and Dean get involved, which is not terribly interesting to watch. Anyway, now Dennis is looking through a big book of ghosts and shit, and thinking that their kids might be susceptible to spiritual contact. And he's sort of like, maybe an imaginary friend's a fucking ghost. Well, I won't know where fucking little people are. Toby's got his plan in mind for years. And where's fucking angels? I thought the angels were meant to be involved. Angels in the centfold. And all that bollocks. Night 10. I thought we already hit night 10. Fucking. Oh, these movies exhaust me. Not because they're good, they're not. Just because they drag. They make this time feel like a millennium. They really do. They're not interested in you having relaxing time watching them. And they do lose something when you're not seeing them at cinema and laughing at a bunch of fucking kids that freaking out. So more caffeine free Coke. And it's dark here in the Friday Night Fright headquarters because it's whatever time it's when watching this. And Julie's woken up again, which she would be awake. Can I also point out, it's strange that camera records the entire room when it's not positioned in the way where it would. This also ties back to an issue I have with Blair Witch, where Blair Witch was praised because essentially it felt real and realistic and things like that, and reactions, because for a lot part of it they were actually real reactions that the campers were feeling. So the actors shooting their own footage create a sense of realism and all that. But I'd just argue with that realism fucking boring. No, real life is, well, not my life. My life is weird, but fundamentally, real life is dull. You know, it's not interesting at all. It's not interesting at all because in real life we can't choose the divergent natures. You know, of our story, we're not able to choose shit like that. No, in real life, we get choice. But for example, I would not get choice of, you know what I mean? In real life, you talk to someone, you fuck up. You can't fix that. But in a movie, if you write a scene that's terrible, you can write a better scene. You know? And erase that scene. And when the movie's released, unless you put that scene to delete footage, people will never know it existed. And that's what I, oh shit, and where light explodes, that's quite cool, you know. Although I don't know why Toby would do that. Katie starts screaming and everyone starts freaking out, and she's sort of like, stay upstairs, there's glass down here, which is a very parent thing to say. But yeah, reality isn't interesting at all, although sometimes it is. It's but scripts, that's why scripts break rules, you know. That's why scripts will poke fun at convention. That's why you'll see movies where people pay with a single bill instead of, 1,000 bills or whatever. Because movies get play around with time, neat play around with time. I mean, neat move quickly. And I think that's one thing these movies bug me about, because it feels like they know how it ends and they know how it begins, but they don't know anything other than that. They don't know how to get past those points. For example, here we've got a tea party, which in theory could be a really tense scene, but nature of the medium that they're using in cameras and visual choices, things like that, it's not. Whereas if this was shot with 1980s camera and actually did feel like a home movie, it'd be terrifying. But it doesn't. So irritating. I just, that just bugs me so much, and that shows me that the people making these movies did not want to make something genuinely good. And I'm not trying to be an arsehole when it comes to that. I understand, you don't always get a say when it comes to movies. That you have to commit to an extent, You don't necessarily get a say in terms of, especially when you're dealing with big studio money, which I don't think this was, but that you are a hand guiding ship, that you're not there to rock the boat. And I get that, but it's like, here's the thing. When everyone says things like the Heroes Have Eyes remake was much better than the original, I'm like, no, it's not. And they ask why. And I'm like, because the original feels gritty and brutal and aesthetically ugly. That's the entire point of the movie. It's an ugly, ugly movie. It's an analogy on Vietnam. It's not meant to be a visually striking movie. And same thing with when they'll do reboots of shit like I haven't watched it, but I Spit on Your Grave. The only thing that movie has going for it, honestly, truly, deeply, is the fact that it's an unpleasant movie. That's all that movie has going for it. It's unpleasant in every conceivable way, and it feels real. That's what that movie has, because it's gritty and it's disgusting and it's slimy and it's awful. This is not capturing realism. It doesn't look real. It's just so irritating. And oh Jesus, that bear's eyes are terrifying. Anyway, Toby locked Kate in cupboard, and Katie's like, no, yeah, sure, Toby did. Okay, yeah, I believe you. Oh, the babysitter's here. Oh. The babysitter's here, and for those wondering, oh, we going to get the babysitter, we going to play around with the tropes there a bit? Like, nope. Not even slightly, which again irritates me. I feel like this movie is wasted potential in so many ways. It could make so much more of the 1980s aesthetic, but yeah, it doesn't really do enough. I don't think. Dennis and Julie's getting ready, as they would. Oh, now we're getting the play on ghosts, which can piss Toby off. Pissing me off, to be honest. Riveting episode this week, I think you can all agree, but hey, at least you're getting an episode. Don't blast though. How far are we into this movie, by the way? 41 minutes. It's only about 40 minutes left. That's not too bad. It's very cold though. I'm going to turn the heat on. And we're walking. And I'm going to shut the curtains. Oh, I'm sure some of you are wondering about Slasher Mania and all of that. I said it's going to be a big event in March. It's not going to be in March, I can guarantee that. So it's busier month than usual. Those who are listening to this retroactively wonder what the fuck I'm talking about. With Slash Mania, it's planned to be in March. It was going to be the third podcast special after I upped it's Halloween and Christmas on Elm Street, but I ran out of time, unfortunately. I always run out of time for this stuff. Anyway, babysitters mess about with the camera. Here's what I find irritating. I know like they probably didn't want to go down that route because it's too predictable, but the standard thing would have been to have a guy come over and they study and then goes to some shit and then guy goes around that house. And I know you'd say that's predictable, that's boring. But this is staggeringly mundane and boring. And they're trying to create tension with this oscillating fan camera, and it's kinda achieving it by using minimal space. Like you looking background seeing that Toby Ghost is wearing white cloth. But at the same time it's not, I don't know, I don't want to say it's not really anything, but I just don't, it just doesn't feel like it's necessarily that interesting. Like this isn't really building to a credenzo. It's just occasionally something might slightly happen, but then you have to sit and wonder how do certain things in this movie make any sense. Like for example, the Toby is now behind the babysitter. Can he teleport? You know, like it just doesn't. And then the sheet falls down, but then what's Toby do? Does he face through the sheet? Like, how does that make any sense? You know, now he's sliding chairs around and shit like that. And is Toby meant to be a child? And see, this scene isn't great, but at least something's happening with babysitting notes and noises and the sheet and stuff like that. But it feels written, and it contrasts with the rest of the movie. Movie can't decide if it wants to be scripted, you know, or if it wants to be a improv fest. And the improv is, the fuck is that? Oh, that's a babysitter. Yeah, the improv is very oddly constructed. because it's asking people who aren't. It's improv works best if you have a structure around it, so that you know what the scene needs, but you're going to do a bit of improvisation to add a bit of life to it. Not create life. You can't create life. If you can't just go, we're just going to make this shit up on the spot and see what happens. That doesn't make for an interesting movie. There's stuff that works, like the occasional Rogan and bit like that. It kind of works, but if you're going for a visual comedy or visual horror movie, it doesn't work because you need to know in advance what you're trying to achieve. You can't just make up on the spot, which they're doing here, and it's really, really just oddly constructed. And for example, babysitter Toby breathes on her, and she slowly walks downstairs. Like, when you run, and then she starts running when she gets to the bottom of the stairs and freaking out, but she doesn't look that concerned. She just casually sits downstairs and waits for Dennis and Julie to get home, and then she says, "It was good." But then no one says anything. She's sort of like, I need to go, so she sleeps. And here's the point. It's one thing to bug me about the Avengers movie. There's a scene near the start where there's all pandemonium breaking loose and all of that, and sirens going off, and Nick Fury casually walks down the corridor. And I think from what I heard, the reason for that was that Samuel Jackson, maybe it's not true, didn't want to do takeoff running. But then they construct it as if all this shit was going down and they just casually walk through the base. That visually is not interesting. That's something that Star Wars prequels did wrong, because they had entire hallways of characters just walking and talking. And walking, talking's fine as long as it's interesting talking and shot visually interestingly. But it's usually not. And things like a character showing no real concern, just looking like she's literally just waiting for the parents to arrive. That's not interesting. They need to convey that more of the terror, because now they're watching the next day and they're like, holy shit, they're terrified because something breathed on this woman. And the two, Napoleon Dynamite and Dennis, are like, why didn't she say anything? And they're like, she didn't look very concerned at all. Dennis doesn't want to show Julie. Julie's already pissed at him, and she'd take his cameras away. Which, goddamn right, she's taking cameras where you are, so. You big bag of fuck. So, man, this podcast is going definitely good. Great guns. Man, I don't know about you guys. I'm going to have something good to eat tonight, but I really need clean flat at the same time. Ain't life grand. Ain't life grand. Ain't life grand. Ain't life grand. Oh, so March is off to a decent start podcast-wise, at least. Not as many, no one gets as many hits as last month, but doing okay. I mean, it's sort of fallen down a bit since the spam invasion of Anchor's died down a bit, but we're at 2581, which means we've got, well, it says 32, I don't believe that. We're not going to hit the 807 for in January, 813 in February, not by any stretch, but when in Rome. So yeah, so calling this commentary. Last week was obviously a bit different. Hope you guys enjoying the Let's Listens for Resident Evil, by the way. They're quite fun to do. Going to continue those till I finish, and then maybe the Resident Evil, and then maybe Deadly Premonition. So as well, you can catch us on me on twitch.tv/DeffyBoy85. That's the stream channel for Twitch, which is very good. I love Twitch streaming. Anyway, Kirsty's going to bed because she's sick of Toby. Sick of him, one arsehole. Fuck you, Toby. As I'm sitting on my couch enjoying my flat. I like this flat. Anyway, Toby and Kirsty are on Crystal on the outs. I keep calling Kirsty, but her name's Kirsty. Dennis is all like, maybe cameras were a bad idea. Instead, how many fucking videotapes does this arsehole have? Anyway, goes into Toby's room and finds a bunch of drawings on the wall and shit. And he's concerned. Bunch of shit drawn on the wall. Because, like, Kirsty, how are you writing on the ceiling, dude? And Christy is got a fever. Toby's pissed off. That teddy bear's creeped my way. Why didn't they do more of that teddy bear? Anyway, they're going to call Randy to look after Katie. Wouldn't you just take Katie with you? Oh, you can't. That'd be irresponsible parenting. Definitely would be. I think I signed my own death warrant. Watch these fucking movies back to back. These are not very good movies. I feel like I'm descending to depths of just boredom and confusion and fear. And I also feel like this is one of the most underwhelming franchises in the history of cinema in terms of horror. It's so boring. I thought it'd be interesting, but it's not. Oh yeah, here we go. Bloody Mary. This is quite a good game. I like this because there's some rules to it, there's some logic, and there's some twists to it as well, which is good. Because if you're gonna make moves like this, there should be stuff like that. But at the same time, problem is this is a signature scene from moving. It comes in. How far are we in this fucking movie? It comes in 51 minutes into the movie. You should not wait 51 minutes into the movie for something to happen. But I do like they tried at least. Anyway, Randy is gasping because nothing happened. Apparently he turned light on too soon. Katie's like, game's not stupid, you can't leave, you need to stay until something happens. Something has happened in this movie. So Randy's like, what are you talking about? She's like, Randy, the director knew something to happen. This movie is nothing happening. Randy's getting confused. So I'm like, can you stop playing character, kid? We've got to be in this movie. You've got to take it seriously. Okay, I'm going to play Blow Mary again. We've all played Blow Mary, by the way. Anyway, they're going to keep saying Blow Mary over and over again. They can't. Anyway, they can't turn the light on because it's not time. Oh, there's a scraping sound. Randy's sort of like, no, what's going on? He hears claws against the wall. And then he's sort of like, oh shit, scraping sound. Oh shit, oh shit, oh man, oh shit. Randy got hit. Oh, there's a cut. Oh, it's a nasty wound. He's trying to calm Katie down by saying, yeah, I'm fine, Katie. Yeah, I'm all good. Just tiny little scratch. I'm just going to shut it off. Randy's sort of like, no, I'm good. Oh, and then the rumbling starts. Toby wants to cause an earthquake. But I actually think it's the angels are trying to get Toby. And now they're causing an earthquake. But Toby won't come out. He won't go back to heaven. Toby's allied with Lucifer. The angels are like, let us in, child. Let us in. They won't let the angels in. Randy's sort of like, holy fuck, which is spoilers. The angels really want to get in. They need to find Toby. Toby's disappeared for a while. Katie's freaking out. I think the angels could just communicate with these two. I think it'd be okay, but the angels don't seem to speak to anyone. So Randy's sort of like, God be with me, and he's telling Katie, it's fine, it's okay. She's like, I don't want playing. Randy's like, we're not playing game. Just gonna chill out here for a bit. He's got to continue recording. It's important. He's got to record this stuff, prosperity. Anyway, outside room, nothing really is happening again. Again. Nothing's really happening again. And then there's, oh shit, the angels are back. They're like, let us in, child. Let us in your house. And Randy's like, no, get away. And they're like, child of Eden. Angels are stupid fucking assholes. He says, "Stay here, Katie." He's going to go out. He's going to fight the angels, saying, "Lord be with me." The angels are like, "Give us the child. She's dangerous. Or at least give us Toby." Randy's like, "No, it's fine. I'm just going to record some stuff. I'm just going to record, be kind, rewind, and all that shit." He starts panting. He sees the table, face down. Randy's like, "Hey, it's fine. It's his fault." Says to calm down. She's freaking out, as usual. So now we are. Well, I'm texting. This movie's soothing. You need to watch the movie or listen to this, by the way. This probably makes no sense just listen to straight. Anyway, Randy's quitting. Oh no, the Mega Powers are breaking up. They actually did break up in 1988, I think. Randy's sort of like, "Look, okay, this stop being a fun experience. This is turning into a horror movie now. I'm going home. I'm going home, Dennis, and I'm going to hear some shit about you and your family over the years. I'm going to ignore it. You'll never see me again." See, this also pissed me off because, spoilers, you never see Randy again. You think that would be fucking something they want to feed into later movies, you know? Like, the entire reason for doing prequel, one was to show Katie and Christie's backstory, which, okay, I get. Another one to show Grandma Lois. I get that. But surely, the other thing with being Randy come back in the franchise at some point, nope, he doesn't come back. They don't give a fuck about Randy. So for all their talk of integrity, the one of the few things they set up in this movie, they did fuck all with. Brilliant. Brilliant. And Dennis says, "Sit down, Julie, we need to talk." Look at this shit. Look at these fucking bitches from 30s. Julie tells him to stop calling women bitches. But he's sort of like, "Look at these witches. Sorry, witches. Witches, not bitches. Look at these witches, Julie. Look at them. Look at the witches. They're evil, Julie. They're evil. Those blood-sucking blood-sucking witches with their witchy faces." The angels create a force field stopping Christy from getting Katie or vice versa. Julie's like, "Look, you are talking bullshit. You have jumped to very much a reaching standpoint here, talking about witches and brainwashing. This is ridiculous, Dennis. I don't understand." Toby, the angels are sort of like, "Katie, we must commune with you. Speak to us." They must possess Katie. She's their weapon. She's the Michael sword. So they pick up my hair and they go, "Katie, submit to the angels. Let the Archangel Michael use you as a weapon against Toby." So they're going to drag Katie across ceilings. They don't understand what consent is. Katie runs in the room, sort of like, "Mummy, mummy, mum." She's like, "What?" She's sort of like, the Archangel Michael tried to possess me. He asked me for consent and then pulled me around by my hair." Then it's sort of like, the witches, honey." She's sort of like, "Take the fucking cameras down." Then it's sort of like, "Julie, watch the fucking tape. Watch Paranormal Activity 3, Julie." Julie's like, "I'm going to fucking bed." And then it cuts to Julie in bed. Night 14. Ugh. That's Toby, by the way. How many minutes wins this fucking movie? 59 minutes, so not long left now. I'm about 20 minutes. Oh. Well, not long left this movie. I've got more Paranormal Activity movies to come after this. Incidentally, well, I don't know about you guys. I had a fun weekend last weekend. Went to a family reunion, which was interesting. Drank way too much alcohol, but that's the standard process. Oh, saw Captain Marvel, which was very good. Yeah, it's a good movie, very enjoyable. Was going to do a review, but I don't really feel like I have that much to say. It's just very watchable. But I don't feel yeah, it's good. Mhm, mhm. Anyway, this movie's still going on. Mhm, mhm. Wait, kids are waking up again because they would wake up. Oh man. Oh yeah, and saw WWE Elimination Chambers. That was very good. It's very amusing. Wait, it wasn't very good. It was very amusing, but it was good good experience. Toby is trying to convert kids to demonology, and they're like, no, we don't want to. And Katie and Kirsty are like, they're shouting, just ignore it to each other, because now the angels won't get involved. The angels, like, look, one view, Toby's there, and he starts pulling shit out of the way, because Toby's like, look, it's real simple. One of you needs to be a vessel for the demon Lucifer, and the other one needs to be a vessel for the Archangel Michael. Kate is being pulled around by the angels and Toby, who are like, choose! The angels pour into a cupboard and they're like, no, you must become the Archangel Michael's weapon. And Kirsty's like, let her go! Toby, stop! She doesn't realise that this isn't Toby. She doesn't realise that the angels are there, but now she's using her anger to talk the angels down. And then Kirsty, oh shit, Kirsty agrees to be vessel for the demon. Oh shit, she agrees to be Lucifer's vessel. Oh no. Oh wow, that's bad. That's bad. That poor kid. Anyway, now they're talking, and there's Julie next morning saying there's no ghosts. Chill out. No ghosts. Ghosts aren't real, but must be said. It's time to bring the team back from the dead. I love it. Rat Bell's history. Anyway, Julie shouts at Grandma Les, says, we're not coming over, we're staying here. Because she doesn't understand that the third act needs to start fucking happening right about now. No, gotta drag this shit out a bit longer. Julie's adamant that they're not fucking going to Grandma Lers's house. You know, she doesn't want third act of movies start. I really don't think Julie understands. You can't stop the third act, dude. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, bro. It's going to happen, dude. It's going to happen, bro. Dude. Bro. Oh, right. I'm just going to put my head down for a second. Oh. Julie is walking into the kitchen, and Toby is sort of like, you would fucking go Grandma Lers's house. It's all, oh shit, Toby sends shit flying. He's all like, the angels are winning here, you need to go Grandma Lers's house, the angels aren't there. And Julie's like, Dennis, we're getting fuck out of here. And then we're driving to Grandma Lers's house. And wait, who's using the camera? Because Dennis is driving and Julie doesn't like cameras. But apparently Julie's okay with them recording Grandma Lers's house. Grandma Lers is like, oh, I'm not a witch. I'm not a witch. My coven isn't nearby. She walks against car. This was like a fucking she demon. And Julie's like, I never want to come back. And Grandma Lurse is like, Julie, you remember our coven? I mean, my sisters. I mean, the witches. I mean, the demons. I mean, the cult of the black scorn. You know, we brought Jason back to life. And you're like, what? Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger. Is these names. You know, these names, these people. Dennis is sort of like, I feel useful being here. That's good. I'm so hungry. Anyway, Grandma Lurse is sort of like, let's make some bread and butter pudding. I'm no witch. Grandma Lurse is no witch, people. She's no witch. She's not a fucking witch, okay? Just let it go. It's clearly not going to be an antagonist for the last part of the movie. It's clearly she's a good person, you know. You know, there's nothing insidious about this at all. Julie and Grandma Lurse have a conversation off camera, which Dennis records like an asshole. Anyway, Grandma Lurse is sort of like, oh, look, Christy's a bride. And Julie's like, that's fucking weird. Why do you have a bridal dress for my daughter, who's not even 10? And they're like, oh, Christy's going to marry Toby. And Dennis is like, the fuck? And Grandma Lurse is sort of like, chill out. She says, Toby, don't murder my daughter yet. Anyway, this is getting fucking weird now. It's like, you don't set up a wedding between a kid and fucking... I don't think Toby's a child. I think Toby's probably actually in his early 20s. That's fucking creepy, Grandma Lois. How could you... How would you endorse such thing? Anyway, Julie and Dennis are getting ready for bed. And they have separate beds, because of course they do. And Julie's like, look, okay, I'm going to sleep in my underwear wearing your shirt. That's how I sleep, because they only apparently have one fucking set of pyjamas each. Weirdos. Anyway, they get in their child's beds, because Grandma Lois apparently doesn't understand that married couples like sleeping together. And where Julie's can't stop thinking about it. I'm guessing she means cock. Can't thinking about cock, you know, because she wants the chicken. And when they get in a tiny bed together, they're going to share a pillow. And then it's still like, fine, okay, if I have to share a fucking pillow, that's fine. You arsehole, you hang around with the woman you love in your fucking mother-in-law's house with your kids sleeping safely next door. Just the fuck up and enjoy your pillow. You bite down on a fucking pillow if she asks you to, mate. Anyway, shit's about to get real, because we're in the third act, guys. It's taking a long fucking time to get there. And where car engine's running, Dennis is like, what the ever-loving fuck? Why is the car engine running? Then the engine stops and the door shuts, and Dennis is like, I can't sleep. Maybe you should have shut the fucking door then, you asshole. And when Dennis goes back to sleep, and it's like it becomes a still image. Here's a thumping as Toby is smashing around, because this house belongs to Toby. He tries waking Julie up, but he hears footsteps outside. But Julie finally wakes up, and she's like, do you hear that? And Dennis and Julie's like cars, that's why I hear. And Dennis is like, no, Julie's like, it's Lois, back off. She was always up at night, she can't sleep. And Dennis is like, what? She's been so loud and rustling and shit. And Julie's like, look, I'll check on her. She's going to wake the kids up, fucking asshole. Dennis is sort of like, oh, for fuck's sake. Julie leaves, and Dennis is sort of like, I'm going to stay here for about 30 seconds, then I'm going to assume that something's gone wrong. Maybe he's been there for a few minutes. Timer might jump forward. And jump forward 3 more minutes. And apparently, the one time they cite jump forward is because nothing's happening, and they cite instead of nothing happening 5 minutes, they'll jump forward a few minutes. So still nothing happened, but you know, they're being a bit quicker about it. Although it's a bit of a cheat, because we're meant to see the shit in near real time, I think. Anyways, nothing's happening regardless, so their attempts to speed up time went fuck all. Didn't really go anywhere. Dennis is pissing round again. Oh shit, Grandma Lois is hovering in the hallway. She's not a witch though. She's just, it's like they ask the actress to just be casual, and she is. And where Dennis somehow doesn't see Grandma Lois, despite the fact that she's right fucking there. Oh, she's disappeared because they can all teleport, all these witches. He's walking around the house. He's not going to find any other witches because it's clearly Grandma Lois isn't a witch. It's just fucking Toby. And the angels have disappeared. They must have given up. Dennis is looking for the kids using camera. This is still some bullshit. The kids are gone, but why would Dennis pick up the fucking camera to look for the kids? Surely your priority is find the fucking kids, not record a bunch of shit on camera. That shouldn't be priority. That's so annoying when this movie does that. That's the only thing they have in this movie is the found footage format, but it doesn't work at all. No? That's why they had to set cameras up throughout the entire house, because it'd be ridiculous for them to constantly pick up a camera and walk around. But it's stupid in this fucking movie to do the same thing. Because there's no reason for him to pick up a camera. If you're concerned for your family's life, why the fuck would you pick up a fucking camera? It's so stupid. So dumb. So annoying. So offensive in terms of suspension of disbelief. You can say about stuff like Cloverfield. It's stupid, and it is. But at least it's an adult picking up camera as a defense mechanism. Literally, you're scared for your wife and your kids. So you pick up a camera to record shots of the living room as you look for them. You are wasting time picking up a camera. They could already be dead. Literally could already be dead. Then you see someone window. The only reason this shit's here is because they found footage this movie. Which you didn't have to do it. Your goal for the first movie was found footage, okay? That I get, that I understand. You didn't have to stick to the found footage for the rest of the series. You didn't have to stick to that format. You could have done anything you wanted for future movies. As long as it continued the story of Toby and ghosts. That's it. That's all you had to do. Continue that story and you could do some visually interesting things outside of that. But nope, you want to stick found footage, even past the point where you weren't pretending that it's a real movie. Anyway, Dennis is running around looking for Julie and finding a bunch of pentagrams and shit on the wall, which is fucking... This shit is an hour and 10 minutes too late. Easily. This shit should have been threaded throughout the entire movie, not thrown in at the end. Anyway, Dennis records the outside and... doesn't see anything, but he records a long patio like corridor sort of thing, and it's sort of like, you know, there's gonna be fucking witches through that door. This movie's so annoying. It could have been, these movies could be so much better than they are, but this is just dross, you know, drag. Anyway, he's going to open the door, and you know there's gonna be fucking witches behind this door. I've seen this before. I know there's witches behind that door. Anyway, he turns the light on, and there's a bunch of old people behind the door. And then he's like, oh fuck, he's scared of old people, and he's fucking 45, 50, 60-year-olds are slowly walking forward. Were you waiting there the whole time? I guess so. Which is fucking stupid. Then it runs through the house looking for Julie. Again. He tries the front door, but it's locked. Oh, and he can't possibly open it. Then sees Julie at the top of the stairs. Julie's sort of like, Dennis, it's time for my big performance. Her neck's cracked a bit, and she's at the top of the stairs. And oh shit, she's hanging off the floor. Is Toby doing that? How's Toby doing that? Toby throws Julie at Dennis. Julie breaks her neck on landing. So she's dead, so she can't be in the first movie. So I don't know why they reference in the first movie that she's still alive and act like they're going to talk to her. Like they talked off screen regularly. She's fucking dead. Christy sees Mummy and sort of like, no, Mummy, your neck's broken. Then it's sort of like, Christy, run. You need to remember. You need to fake memories. You need to think that your mum is still alive. You know? You need to believe that your mum's still alive and that you visit her, and your sister does too, because in future you're going to have conversation about her as if she's still alive. Not Grandma Lois, your mother. You're going to act like she's still alive, and then the angels try breaking the house, but witch's spell is too strong. It's loud banging everywhere. The angels try and stop fucking Toby from his plot, and Toby's like, fucking leave me alone. He can't get in this house because it's a fucking possessed, protected by the Ark of the Witch Coven. The witch is a witch, you know. Then it's sort of like the angels are gone because Toby scared them off, and then it's sort of like, no, it's okay. Look, hon, the angel's gone, but Toby runs through, smashing his feet on the floor like an arsehole. Floor's creaking. There is no way you'll get out of here, Dennis. Toby's literally outside the door. Anyway, somehow they've got out of the cupboard and they're in the kitchen. And he's sort of like, come with me, Christy, come with me. She runs out and they're walking. They're going for a walk. Then he's sort of like, come with me. I'm still going to hold camera because, no, we need for that. He goes outside and sees a bunch of witches standing around fire. So he's sort of like, don't look at that witch on fire. They see Katie. Katie's staring at the stairs like an arsehole. Then he's sort of like, Christy, stay there. I got camera. I can't hold you up. I'm going to go Katie. So, like a fucking moron, he slowly walks over to Katie, who is freaking out because she's looking at her mother's corpse on the ground. Despite the fact that in 20 years she'll say, I just had a conversation with my mum. Because apparently the witch has changed her memory, I guess. I don't fucking know. Katie's sobbing away. Dennis is still like, no, it's okay, honey. She's not really dead because you mentioned her in the future, so she can't be dead, right? Surely she can't be dead. Katie, look at me, Katie. He grabs her. Oh no, he's going to touch her. And Katie's like, oh, Jesus, she's turned into the Archangel Michael of hers coming out. And Dennis is like, oh, fucking my back. Oh, these fucking kids. Oh, these kids. Fucking Lucifer possessed Katie, fucking little ratty kid. And Dennis is all like, fucking shit. Oh, my back. A scream sent him flying backwards. So he crawls over glass. He's sort of like, Julie, you can't be dead. They mention you in sequels. In the first one, you have to be alive, surely. They wouldn't break continuity. Oh shit, Grandma Lois is there. She's like, I hate men. Then it's like, what? He's like, I fucking hate men. He's like, what? Toby's like, Grah! He grabs Dennis. So, mate, I'm gonna fuck you up. Christy runs by and Dennis is like, oh man, his back and neck are broken at once. And Grandma Lois is like, men bad. Men, Toby good, men bad. Christy, come with me. Christy, Katie, come with me. Come, Toby, we're going upstairs. You're going to get fucking married. We're going to chapel and we're going to get married. Going to the chapel of love. Get me to the chapel, baby. Going to the chapel. It's a nice day for a white wedding. Because you're going to marry a fucking demon, baby. And you're going to have Lucifer as your daddy. And this movie's going to end. And fuck this movie. And then Cameron dies. And that is Paranormal Activity 1988. What can you say about this movie which hasn't been said about Afghanistan? Yes. Well, I'm not going to finish that sentence. Although those who watch Dave Chappelle's show will understand what I'm talking about. That was pretty boring. That was not very entertaining. That was a chore to sit through. I hope you guys got more out of it than I did. But there you go. That was Paranormal Activity 1988, a pretty mediocre movie. But hey, you can't win them all. Or as I'm starting rapidly find out, you can't really win very much at all when it comes to horror movies. So this was another edition of Friday Night Fright. Remember to catch us on Twitter, Friday Night Frights, Frights, whatever. Catch us on the various podcast stations, Friday Night Friday podcast, and catch me on Twitch, www.twitchtv.com/DeffyBoy. And I will see you next Tuesday for another episode of Resident Evil Let's Listen, and next Friday for Paranormal Activity, the marked ones, where Paranormal Activity does what all horror movie franchises eventually do. It goes to Mexico. I will see you soon. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.